Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? A lot of stuff going on today. Actually, let me write one last note so I won't forget. Um, as always, go ahead and get your comments and questions in the chat so we can address any comments or questions and concerns you might have. I'm trying to do one more thing here. Hold on. What is going on here? Anyway, hopefully you guys have sure if you're in the Patreon, if you paid attention to some of those calls, you should definitely be having a good day. I was about to say, I hope you're having a good day. I know I'm definitely having a good day. Um, Even though I'm gonna be honest, one of these plays is running away from me faster than I wanted it to, but that's what happens in crypto. So you people mad when stuff bleeds, they're mad when it pumps. That's kind of me. But I'm usually more upset when stuff pumps too fast. But it's cool. Having a good day. A lot of more of these plays are going to be doing the same thing later or soon. I'm telling you, we're going to have to pull some armor trucks up to your house. But yeah, one of these is really showing out. It's really doing its thing. So I'm excited. I wanted to get some more of it, but it's doing what it does. So I'm cool. I'm cool. But yeah, so having a good morning. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. I know some of you guys just watched the channel. You may not be in the group, but you should definitely go ahead and get in the group and make some of this money with us. But so we got Bitcoin right now. It was at like the bottom of 69, then it raced up to like 70 for a minute. Let me pull this thing up. Why does it always do this to me? Hold on. I'm trying to get this thing to fit on the screen. Let's see. Is it fitting on the screen now? There we go. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, it raced up to 70,000 for a minute. And I'm sorry. I just have to keep saying this. It's so crazy when you watch this day by day when different stuff happens and you just see this. I mean, the sentiment. Y'all, when I say y'all, I'm not saying necessarily y'all that watch the channel, but a lot of the people in the market, like sentiment just changes so fast, man. And once again, I always say, I don't know, maybe people just trying to engage and perform on their post or whatever. But I mean, it was. I'm not saying it's small, but it's just $1,000 run. And we came back down to 69.5, as you can see, but we were above that. Excuse me. We're above that 24-hour mark for a minute, above 69.7. And so I don't know what caused that. Maybe somebody was made a quick buy on Bitcoin. I didn't even look at on chain to see what may have happened. Y'all know, I don't really care what happens in the short term. I'm thinking about long term. As I keep trying to tell you, you guys to do. Don't be trading it in and out if you see something underperforming, or maybe you find something you're more bullish on. But after a while, you got to stop popping in and out of tokens and find something you believe into and hold on. And sometimes it takes some stuff a while to move or whatever, and but it moves. Because even I was telling, I think the one that's running crazy right now, I was telling people about it the other day, and they were like, "Why are we so bullish on that?" Sometimes I say everything, sometimes I don't. But anyway, having a good day. Having a good day. I'm gonna be honest. Everything's not peaches and cream today that we're gonna talk about. We got some good news. But we got to talk about everything that's going on. You can't just always just be looking for bullish news, and you got to know what's going on in the markets or whatever. So we got to talk about the negatives, the depressing stuff, whatever term you want to use. We got to talk about it all. But I'll talk about this ahead. First, I was going to talk about it later, but says a smart whale withdrew 7,000 ETH worth 26.7 million from Binance 2 hours ago, but that's not it, because apparently they've been collecting it, and this wallet holds 36,785 ETH, which is $140 million worth. So actually, I just thought about this right in the moment. This is the same thing I was saying with the Bitcoin ETFs. Sorry, I have so many things going through my head. With the Bitcoin ETFs, and everybody was like, BlackRock is about to buy our bags or whatever. And it's like, you gotta know that BlackRock was buying Bitcoin way before they started seeding their ETF or whatever. Who's to say if this pops up and it is a wallet that one of the Ethereum ETFs verify. But then again, they could just start it, moving it from this wallet or whatever, because we still don't know when the Ethereum ETFs are going to start trading. But whoever this is has some money. But what I will say, a lot of you guys, I'm on it. Let me talk about something. It's still crypto, but I don't know if I mentioned this before. Um, and I'm gonna probably mention it again later. A lot of these people who run the meme coins in this space, like I was talking about, the celebrities talking about, like, oh, these guys are smart or whatever, and they're, when people don't know anything about crypto, even some of you, people either gonna think you stupid and you talking nonsense and you just talking about magic internet money, as we like to say, or two, they gonna think you're a genius and you're smart for getting it early, but people will think you know how to code and all this kind of stuff or whatever. But what I keep trying to tell people with these meme whales and the people who push all these memes and a lot of the scammers and stuff too, they're some of them don't know how to code. They're probably not even good with tech. But what happened is there are people that got in early to Ethereum, and so their bag just pumped up to Valhalla. A lot of these people got in Ethereum at $9, which I wish I would have did. I had a chance to, but I didn't. 9, 14, $15 was some of the main levels that you could have got Ethereum at when it first launched at. And so yeah, a lot of these people just got in early. And so what I'm saying is even a lot of these guys, these Ethereum whales that got in early off luck, a lot of them have 20 and 50 million and $60 million worth of Ethereum. If you track some of these wallets, I used to do a lot of wallet tracking and stuff. I mean, I still do now, but the market is moving too fast. I really don't even have time. I got a couple of whale wallets that I look at sometimes, but even they have this much Ethereum or whatever. So just think how much more, these Ethereum ETFs and some of these other whales are going to have that, they have billions of dollars. Anyway, that's just something to talk about. But let's get to the rest of this stuff. Oh, I put this early. Well, I'm gonna just trust where I put it at. I didn't even think I had this here yet, but let's talk about it. Um, so it says celebrity meme coin promoter Sahil Aurora banned from X. Despite mounting scam allegations on social media bans, Aurora continues to promote celebrity meme coins and partnerships, false partnerships, let's say that. Social media platform X has suspended Habibi Khan account of Sahil Aurora. I guess I'm saying his name right. An alleged serial scammer. He's not an alleged. He's a scammer. It's not no alleged, but they got to say that he's a scammer. The account has been implicated in the use of manipulated screenshots, conversations with Australian musician Iggy Azalea, and has also been utilized to endorse celebrity meme coins that have faced allegations of scams, contravening the platform's regulations. Azalea has since launched her own cryptocurrency and distanced herself from Aurora, while Olympian Caitlyn Jenner and American rapper Rich the Kid have publicly accused Aurora of scams related to meme coins promoted using their brand. But the accusations haven't slowed Aurora from advertising alleged fake partnerships and launching even more celebrity meme coins. This is just Offset saying he ain't got nothing to do with them, blah 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 blah, all the stuff. But let me say this too. This is what I keep saying with these celebrities, they stupid, but they gonna get themselves caught up. That's from Iggy, Rich the Kid, let's say DeVito got caught up. DeVito, Soldier Boy, all these people. What they don't realize is they're like, oh, we've identified Sahil as a scammer and we're not dealing with him no more. You just dealing with new scammers though, because I actually see some of the people that's helping them push the tokens or whatever, and they scammers too. There's one of them that's on the fence or whatever, has a lot of influence or whatever. But the rest of the people they working with are all scammers. I've seen the spaces and all that kind of stuff. And the only difference is happening now, or somewhat difference. Some of the celeb coins, they go ahead and rug pull. But for the smarter people, they still scammers. But for the smarter ones, they are trying to run them longer because they realize that the difference from last cycle is they were just trying to make a quick buck off the celebrities' names, but they realize meme coins are going to be a thing this cycle. But I still don't trust any of them because I'm telling you, all the ones that I know for a fact are being their partners or whoever they trust in with the project or whatever. They're scammers too. And even one of them, I was looking at the wallets or whatever, and it's the same thing. They whitelisted them or whatever, and they gave themselves and they other boys a bunch of the tokens, and these celebrities don't know anything. One thing I think is stupid about it, putting your actual name on the token is the dumbest thing I think they could have did. But or promoting it yourself. Like, I mean, I guess Iggy called her his mother, which is a little bit smarter, whatever. But she working with straight scammers. Them dudes scammers. And but Soldier Boy, where he is like putting his name, this is stupid, man. But anyway, even though they talk about Silent Hill is caught or whatever, they still mess with other scammers. So all I'm saying is watch out. I know y'all probably see some of this stuff running or whatever, but the people behind it is no good. I thought I was going to do this later in the stream, but I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about the main thing that you see on the thumbnail because I'm gonna lead into some other stuff. I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of negative stuff to talk about, but you got to know what's going on. So we'll get to some of the positives in a minute. Um, Roaring Kitty, $300 million GME position sparks market manipulation claims. Let me not talk about Otzi. I'm already going to say what I want to say. Let me read the article, then I'll get back to it. The allegations come weeks after Centron Research revealed its short position in GameStop. The GameStop position of Keith Gill, known as Roaring Kitty, is more akin to market manipulation than traditional investing, according to Citron Research. Citron Research, one of the most prominent GameStop short sellers, has criticized Gill for alleged market manipulation. Okay, let me stop. I gotta get out of my head. I want to say what I want to say. In a June 3rd post, now with GME, he posts with a large account and significant near-term option position, appearing more like manipulation without a solid thesis. Considering the stock is now 2,000% higher than its initial video almost 4 years ago, the firm's market manipulation allegations came shortly after Gill shared that he is up over 300 million on his GME position, which could make him the first GameStop billionaire by the end of the week, provided the price continues to rise. Gill's screenshot revealed that he purchased 5 million GME shares for $115.7 million and put a $65.7 million into call options, betting that GME would be at least $20 a share on June 21st. Citron Research also alleged that Gill's GME position may be financially backed by a larger entity, according to the post. We believe someone is backing Gill. There's no way he made this size trade alone. His reported finances don't support his trade. Investors will see through this roaring Icarus. But I don't want to read all this stuff because it's a lot to read. But pretty much, I will say, even though they trash these hedge funds or whatever, they mad because people are making money, not just Keith Gill himself. I know he made a lot of money off GameStop or whatever. But I mean, maybe listen, you got to think with, you got to have critical thinking. I do think probably even what they said, maybe he worked with some people to raise some money to get this position. Um, or like most people speculating, maybe there's somebody else behind the accounts. I mean, like I said yesterday, we really don't know anything until he actually makes a video, and even still, then we don't know if he's working with somebody. But what I say at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie, I still think it's funny because these hedge funds been doing market manipulation forever. And if I would have read down, that's what somebody commented on the thread that Citron was talking. It was like, what's the difference from when you guys do it and talk about your different short positions? You reveal your short positions. Revealing your short position has a chance to move, opportunity to move the market and people to follow what you're doing. So what's the difference when you do it? They don't like when the rabbit got the gun, as people say. So I'm not gonna say it's not market manipulation because I mean we do know Keith Gill has a lot of pull right now after the GameStop short last cycle. So I'm not going to be one of those people just because I like what's going on or whatever. Say it is what it is. Both of them doing market manipulation. But like I said, all of a sudden you mad when somebody playing the same game that you're playing. They've been doing this for years. And as I keep saying on my channel, I try to talk to as many people as I can. I understand that crypto is more volatile. It's a new asset class or whatever that. But I tell everybody I can, as I'm not going to talk about my background. You should know it by now. But when people I know and they get excited like I just bought shares in Walmart, I'm just like, listen, let me tell you something. You ain't doing nothing but packing their bags. They've been holding Walmart forever, and I understand you feel like you want to do better with your finances, invest in yourself, and you want to not be a consumer as much and spend all your money on name brand clothes and cars that you really can't afford. And I saw somebody the other day. Well, it was a Challenger or something. I mean, y'all know how they do in the hood. It was a Challenger or it was one of them Dodge cars. Maybe it was a Hellcat or something. But the dude, a lot of these people, I didn't even realize. Sorry, I'm trying to say too much at once. The same thing I do when I'm reading. Um, to me, especially with some of these people that don't have the money, when you start talking about paying $500 and $700 for a car note and you know you barely got the money, that's bad enough. $1,000, bad enough. But apparently, this guy the other day, I think his car note came to $1,800 for like a Challenger. I'm like, listen, man, I know you want to have the hood classic car or whatever that's going on, but that's just stupid. So anyway, I said all that to say I understand people feel like, you know what, hey Zoe, I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting my money on a Hellcat. I'm not, I'm trying to invest, but I'm like, there's better investments because you late to the game. These guys are beyond whales. Like they've been holding these stocks forever, and you're just padding their bags. And you are the people that's helping pay for their vacation every summer. They don't even have to reach into. They don't have to even make any money because they know they depend on people like you. And I even say this, and I know this is going to be a hot take, but I be telling people, man, listen, man, I know you haven't known what I've been doing for the last couple of years with crypto and stuff, but I still say Dave Ramsey is for poor people. I wouldn't listen to anything Dave says. I won't say anything, but you know what I'm saying? But they start listening to Dave Ramsey and this person here and there, and they feel like they're being smart with their money. And then again, I'm like, what do I'm not trying to downplay anybody or be condescending, but I'm like, come on, man, you putting $500 in Walmart or whatever old stock they want to put money in. I try to convince them that you're just packing these guys bags. So anyway, what I'm saying is they don't like it now that we have social media and we have just as much pull as them. They used to go into their little secret meetings or whatever and talk about what they shorting and longing, and then people following their lead. And y'all been insider trading forever. I don't even know why they call it a term, as if it's something that doesn't happen every day, all day. There's always insider trading. That's the game. But anyway, after this whole thing, they saying he's got market manipulation or whatever, and they say E-Trade is considering banning Keith Gill, which is Rowan Kitty, from trading or whatever over his the concerns of his stock manipulation or whatever. Yeah, they're saying they're thinking about I'm sorry, I'm thinking too hard, kicking him off the platform or whatever, which is it's kind of trash. It's kind of trash because they, like I said, they play the same game. But going into the next part, let's go into the next thing. It says, I like you reading these page sometimes. Won't give you any like 1000x 1000x gems or anything. But he says, why does the market always break when GameStop rises? Oh, my bad. That's not even on the stream. My bad. It says January 28, 2021, brokers halt buy orders on GameStop after meme stock rally begins. May 14, 2024, GME and AMC halted on a total of 38 times in one day as rally accelerates. June 2nd, Robinhood suspends overnight trading in GME due to volatility. Volatility, that's what they're going to try to call it. June 3rd, 2024, NYSE sees multiple $100 billion stocks fall 99% due to technical glitch, what I'm going to call bull, which rhymes with glitch. It is straight BS. It's not a coincidence. So going to the next story, we got, if you haven't heard about it, Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's baby, is down 99% due to a glitch affecting multiple companies and wiping out hundreds of billions in value. As I always say, y'all can fall for the BS if you want. I always try to tell you guys about my writing background. I can tell when a script is being written up in a post, and when they insert plot points and stuff. I should have wrote more notes on this because I got too many things running through my head right now. But you got to understand when they start putting the plot points in the story that they want to create. You know what I'm saying? So glitch. Y'all, we not that stupid. It's 2024. We have the internet. It's the age of information. Nobody's falling for this BS anymore. It's not a glitch. They pull some money. They got stuff, the ways to hide stuff. It wasn't a glitch, man. I don't even know if I want to read the article on it because that's all I really want to say. That's their market manipulation. When they trying to claim that Keith Gill is doing market manipulation, they know what they're doing. Even it was a couple of months ago when you had I know they said like, oh, it was already set up for them to sell the stocks. The Jeff Bezos and all these companies were selling stocks or whatever. They were buying Bitcoin. I don't care what nobody says. And of course, as I always say, anytime you start talking about it, they're going to say you're making up a conspiracy theory. You lost your mind. You're going off on the deep end. You know what I'm saying? It's a conspiracy theory all of a sudden. It's not a conspiracy theory, man. The games are old. It's 80-year-old men trying to play 50-year-old games, and we've seen the games before. You're not fooling anybody. But yeah, this whole it wasn't a what glitch, man. Come on, man. Like I said, every time GameStop starts running and stuff like this happens, all of a sudden they got a glitch. All of a sudden it's a halt. It's something going on. Don't let them play these games. But like I said, they're gonna play the same games in crypto. I was gonna elaborate on this more, but I'm really not gonna do it. I'm gonna just keep moving. Once again, not trying to FUD, but this is sorry, it's a lot of negative stuff today, but we're gonna get to some positives. We're gonna get to some positives. Um, Along with the, H bar had the whole thing. What was it? They were saying like they were partnering with BlackRock. I said Black Shop, same thing. BlackRock directly. They had a direct partnership with H bar, and the H bar ran up. What was it, like 40% or whatever? And I was trying to tell people. I know some of y'all were upset. I was like, it was not a real like direct partnership. It's just them, whatever. Anyway, they pulled this out. I saw a couple of people talking about this today. I'm gonna just read it because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't look deep into it, but I saw a lot of people talking about it. You can do your own research on it because I try to tell you stuff, but you got to do your own research. You got to be a critical thinker, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, excessive H bar excuse me, let me slow down. Excessive H bar compensations up to 140K per month in H bar alone for Shane. Since I've been following Hedera for a while, or HBAR for over a year now, and while I'm super excited about the technology, I'm not so sure what to think about the organizations with the Hedera ecosystem. Recently, I heard that an account was found making monthly distributions to THF employees, so I looked into it. Here on Reddit, I found this post. In a database, I looked through found all the foundation entries. One of them was pretty straightforward since it was labeled for paychecks. The CEO of HBAR Foundation, Shane Higdon, gets 140,000 USD in HBAR tokens per month. The VP of Strategy, Elaine Song, gets 100,000 USD in HBAR tokens per month. CFO Joshua Schroeder gets 100,000 in USD HBAR per month. These figures don't include unknown fiat payments. What are your thoughts? Like I keep saying, this is the same thing people have been saying about XRP. Once again, I know a lot of us, got onboarded on the XRP train or whatever, heard banks were going to use it. It was a big thing. A lot of people caught not HBAR, but XRP really early. And, they rolled it up that 30-50%. I think would it top? I'm tripping. I know it went to like a $1.86 last cycle. I don't know if it went higher than that. I do remember $1.86 or whatever. So some people rolled it up to there. And this is another thing I want to talk about. I'll talk about it later. But the euphoria of these people, some of them rolled it up from like 5 cents or whatever, and made a lot of gains on it, but they were, promised XRP was going to hit $15, $27. I think 18 and 27 were one of the two main targets thrown around last cycle. But anyway, they make a lot of these payments to the people that are on the XRP team. That's why the price can't really go up, not to mention it's already a big market cap. So what you got to realize, the same with Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can't see the volatility when these guys are taking this payment in XRP because it's a big market cap. What is it, like $30 billion right now? Same with HBAR or whatever. I know people like, oh, but they got these partnerships with businesses and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be the chain of what you call it. And it's got to be huge for traditional trade file when they come into it. I understand y'all saying all stuff, but you got these payments going out every month. Maybe it's not a lot when you talk about it. I don't remember. I think HBAR is around 2 billion. I don't know. I can't think right now. It's up there. It's up there though. But when you got these payments going out every month and it's in the token, it suppresses the price or whatever. So I keep saying, like, some of these things going to run. We're going to talk about some other ones later that I know some of y'all probably wait for me to talk about. I talk about all the elephants in the room, whether I'm invested in the project or not. My job, I say on the channel, I'm here to talk about the news that's going on. But if you want 1,000x, 100x plays, that's in the Patreon. So you can get in there for that. But we keep up with the macro and all that kind of stuff when we talking on the channel. So we'll address some of those. But anyway, I'm just not that bullish on HBAR. But I'm just letting you know some of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes so you can know how you want to address this whole thing. I got this next article about the unrealized losses in the banks. Banks are trash. That's the story. I don't want to talk about the whole story. That's why we have crypto, and they always protect these banks with these bailouts or whatever. But I don't want to really dig into that yet because I'm be honest, I see a lot of people talking about it. It is kind of a main story today, but I did not dig deep enough to really give a full take on it. Besides, banks are trash. Like, I mean, that's all I can. Whatever. It's a mom. I always say it's a mom and pop barbecue shack dressed up in a suit. Only thing you're doing is helping another family out. You can do with that as you will. I don't keep much of my money in the bank anymore. This is not even a story, but it's kind of important. So, sorry, I didn't get too deep in this. Let me just say this. Um, like I said before, the states doesn't really like USDT. Now I know for you to trade crypto, you've been in crypto a while. USDT is one of the main things you buy. You buy crypto with on the exchanges and stuff. It's very few times you will have a USDC pair when you're trading or whatever. The pair will usually be USDT, BTC, or Ethereum or whatever. But they are having a little trouble. But that's why I told you guys before. Probably when I take my profits, I'm probably going to hold most of my stable coins in USDC and a portion in USDT because USDC is not widely used probably as globally or whatever, but I would say they're more friendly with USDC, at least in the States, which is where my main citizenship is, regardless of where I have houses at. So I usually want to hold my stuff in USDC. I don't even know how I got on the subject, but it's important to talk. Oh, I was talking about the banking system, yeah, because I don't hold my money in the banks or whatever. And then I would say at the end of the cycle, I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, Bitcoin is performing better, you know, compared to also whatever." At the end of the cycle, after the price retraces a little bit, I will be putting some of my gains and or whatever in BTC. Right now, I'm degenning though, but I will be buying some Bitcoin later or whatever. But anyway, I just between like I said, with banks not being able to spend the money that you want to spend, how you want to spend it, when you want to spend it, they put limits on it, all that kind of stuff. I don't really like holding my money in banks. Do I want to talk about this one? Do I want to talk about this one? I mean, it's pretty much just talking about because the China looked like they setting up trying to invade Taiwan, and I don't know if you guys know, but Taiwan is like where most of the Nvidia chips are being made at. Nvidia chips are big for gaming. Well, that's Web3, Web2 gaming. Um, Filmmakers for video stuff, AI, which is going to be huge. Man, the main thing I skipped the other ones because the main thing we're talking about right now is AI, and AI, is chips. Excuse me, chips are needed for the AI or whatever, but um, it's just going to cause. It's probably going to cause another chip shortage. I don't know if y'all was around or how y'all lives run, but as far as gaming, mining, crypto, and all that kind of stuff, the gaming, the uh, the graphics cards were like crazy prices. Like they were supposed to launch at uh, um, um, a price of like $800. I think I'm trying to remember. I think the highest one, like at that time, what was it? The 2020 series or was it 3000 series? I can't remember. But whatever, it was supposed to be like at $800, and these cards was like $4,000, $3,000. It was crazy. So I don't know. Sometimes I'll be wondering. I'm just talking out of my head. Sometimes I'll be wondering if they working together to do this stuff. Because it feels like they want to drive up the chip prices so only the big guys could get them or whatever. Because I remember, like I said, last cycle people were like sleeping. I went out there one night too, trying to get a graphics card or whatever, like overnight, waiting for the store to open and the line be wrapped around the building, all that kind of crazy stuff. So I don't know. I want to dig into the story later more, but it is a big story. You can look into the whole. It could be a chip shortage if China decides to move on Taiwan. They got their little beef or whatever. So do your own research on that. Where am I at now? That's a little funny joke, but I don't want to talk about jokes right now. Um, these last. Let's do it this order. So, all right, this is some bullish or something nice or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know if y'all know, but the Coinbase smart wallet is about to be out soon. And before, I mean, they were saying it was the smart wallet, and I mean, I've been knowing. I talked about it on the channel like months ago, I think, but I still haven't dug deep on it to see all the different things it's going to be able to do. But one thing they were talking about today is that you're going to be able to just text people crypto. We know right now, people got to understand how to get a whether it's a hot wallet or a cold wallet. You got to understand how to get a wallet. You got to save your seed phrase, put it in a safe place or whatever. Then you have your passcode and all that stuff, and you got to remember. You got to teach people how to send stuff to addresses. I always explain it to people as like sending an email or whatever, but they got to learn how to send it to the addresses on the right chain. Make sure they're sending it on the right chain or whatever. But with this, they said you're going to be able to text crypto. So this thing is going to be a game changer for people. I still recommend people understand this stuff as well as we do. Not being condescending, but a lot of the normies going to be using this, but it's going to be easier when you're trying to teach your family, your cousins or whatever. But we don't want to make them exit liquidity. So I want to see how far this goes and like how many tokens you're going to be able to use. Like, is it going to be like full scale, like a Uniswap, a Pancake Swap, or what's the other joint, 1inch or stuff? I want to what's going to be the range of tokens they're going to be able to text crypto with. So the crypto adoption is coming. I keep telling y'all early. You early to the game as a whole. You early in the cycle. Whereas a lot of people keep trying to convince people that the cycle is over. I'm sorry, I'm being petty because I got 2 weeks. I got 2 good weeks. I'm about to go check that astrologer's channel to see how stuff flowing over there because he told people it was over in June. I'm gonna see how he gonna change it because I'm be honest. Like I said, I expressed on the stream before. I'm not gonna get emotional, y'all. But I told you my mom was a widower, and which made her she had to parent by herself. And so, one of my people, I'll tell you guys, I care about the people on my Patreon. And so one of my members, she reminded me of my mother and stuff. And then this astrologer just came along, was like, hey, y'all, the cycle's about to end in June. And he was like, people are going to be telling you to buy and it's about to be over and you're going to be buying their bags and whatever. And so it made this person, they didn't quit crypto, but they sold all their stuff out to USDT and was like, hey, if stuff turns around, I'll come back or whatever. It made me a little upset because I feel like they missed some gains, especially when we have some stuff run recently or whatever, and got some pretty hot picks in there. And I wish that she was, still in there or whatever. But I can't make people stay in. But I really, my hope is for everybody to make life changing wealth in the market and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna see how that plays out. But anyway, this is bullish. Being able to text crypto, just using a phone number, it's gonna be dope. I want to look deeper into this and stuff, and it's gonna cause some stuff to run, but we'll look into that. So the last two slides are kind of just like, it says altcoins waiting to see what Bitcoin does next, which is definitely what's going on right now, this sideways action. And even though I didn't say it before, with all this crazy stuff with them saying like the stock market is down and the Berkshire Hathaway crap happening, waiting for the Ethereum ETFs to happen. I keep saying this, and I know a lot of y'all think I'm stupid, and or maybe some of y'all, shouldn't be a lot of y'all because y'all wouldn't be watching. But oh yeah, with the Bitcoin start running the other day, I still see it being sideways, but I could be wrong, whatever. But it feels like they're trying to put the plot points in place to make people just a little bit bearish, so we still go sideways, whatever. We do got to keep up to see when these Ethereum ETFs are going to get fully approved. Well, the ETFs got approved, but the S1's got to go through or whatever. So I've been saying it for months, and of course, I would like to be right for multiple different reasons, but I see July maybe potentially being up month for a number of reasons. Later this month, maybe start the last week of this month into July. But I still feel like it's going to be kind of sideways from here. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, if I see some good buys and good positions, I'm a DCA. I'm gonna buy them regardless or whatever. But I'm gonna be waiting to put a huge bag into some of this stuff. I'm probably waiting a while. And I bring up this last one not to be petty, not to be funny, not to make fun of anybody at all. But this is what I always be saying to you guys. I know the market is sideways sometimes. Sometimes altcoins will bleed. And then you'll be trying to run and chase every different pump or whatever. Oh, actually, I forgot one story. I'll talk about it in a minute. But you'll be trying to chase the hype. That's what made me think of it. You'll be trying to chase the hype or whatever the hype is or whatever. But sometimes you just need this. For one, you're usually getting in the middle. By the time you see the hype, it's already probably did a run on you anyway. But you don't want to be this guy. Ron Wayne, he said, if you're having a bad day, or I will say if you're having a bad day, or if your portfolio is going sideways and you got some altcoins that are bleeding, remember that Ron Wayne sold his 10% stake in Apple for $800. I don't know if these numbers are entirely correct, but I do remember this story or whatever. But his stake today would be worth $286 billion. He would have a couple of yachts, a couple of houses, and all that kind of stuff. I feel sorry for him. But I bring this up not to make fun of him. I'm bringing this up to say I don't want to be feeling sorry for some of y'all later because you capitulate and you're like, oh, this altcoin's bleeding or it's sitting sideways. I'm gonna get rid of it, and then it skyrockets. I'm telling you, that's one of the worst feelings. I'm gonna tell you, it's not as bad a feeling when you see everybody talking about, I made a 10, 20x on blah, blah, blah token and you never held it. That's one thing. You're going to feel a little FOMO like, dang, I missed that run. Like, how come I didn't know about that token? But it's worse when you had the token already and then you sold it and then it runs. And all you're going to be doing is counting the amount of tokens you had and how much it would have been worth now and stuff. So, like I say, always ask questions. Bitcoin's got a little run going on right now. You can always ask questions in the group. Um, Reassurance, ask me, hey, are you still bullish on blah, 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 whatever, whatever, whatever. You can ask those questions and, I'll answer those or whatever, but, don't be this guy. Well, the elephant in the room, actually, I think I see, that's look like the first comment. Yeah. Well, I was about to talk about that. I think it's the first comment. So I get to the comments. Oh, wow, I'm 10 minutes early today. Yeah, I knew somebody was going to ask about it. Red Blaze said thoughts on the Casper KRC20 coming out with the meme coins soon. Yeah, I've been looking at that. Actually, I've been looking at it for a couple of days or whatever. I've been seeing. I think it's like 4 or 5 of those joints right now. Um, um, I'm gonna try to answer all around. I don't know. I should have. I think if I was talked about it before seeing your question, I would have. But anyway, let me just get. So, what do I think about it? So, I still have the same stance on Casper. I'm never trying to be like bearish or whatever, or people think like trying to talk against it. But I keep saying the market cap is too big, and it's still not going to do the numbers that people are claiming. So I'm gonna get to the whole KRC20 thing in a minute. But like I said, two things here. I'm gonna say these clear so you won't misunderstand. Two things. Most people are doing what you're gonna do. Listen to this. Most people are doing to Casper right now what you are going to do with your bags later on in the cycle, which is shield them to other people getting in later. A lot of these people got into Casper early, and they're just pumping their bags. They don't believe Casper is going to some of the numbers that they're saying. Even though, like I said, Casper does have like a crazy meme coin type like community, but for reasons of people not fully understanding the market. Number two, I've been saying this for months. Most of these people, whether you believe it or not, I'm gonna say it again, whether you believe it or not, most of these people and influencers that are shilling Casper, these influencers on Twitter and YouTube, they do not hold Casper, y'all. They do not hold it. They are just doing it to bring viewers to either to their channel or their Twitter pages, just farming engagement. Most of them don't even hold Casper. They just jumped on the bandwagon. They're like, hey, this is a huge community. If I talk about Casper, then they'll bring people to my channel, to my page. These people don't hold Casper, y'all. Is at $1 billion? Is at $4 billion? If they're smart enough, they already know it's done, it's run. It's at $4 billion. I would say from here, let me see what his joint is. I'm gonna get to the full question that you're asking, but I'm gonna just do rough math because I'm gonna pull it up. But rough math, I could see probably Casper maybe doing maybe a 20x from here. But they like I said, they do have probably around 20 in a bullish case, maybe a 30x from here. And once again, that's like reaching the top. That means you holding the whole time and you selling at the top. I don't have time to be like I don't have time to be holding the whole cycle waiting for that's a long 30x to wait for. I don't know. Do what you want. But okay, what I was saying is I see with the KRC20 thing coming out, news coming out, and I know some of y'all are like, see, man, you was wrong. I don't care. But what I see people doing now is trying to two things. They're trying to create more euphoria around it. Number one, if they talk about Casper, it's going to bring people to their channel while they bamboozle people. But at the same time, for the ones who are holding it, I do know a couple that are holding it. And when I say I know because I know. Let me put this way. I'm gonna just be straightforward. I know 4 are the wallets. Like they don't know. I know their wallets. Like so, I know what their wallets are, and I'm 100% sure they're still holding it. So they're pumping their bags or whatever. But what they do is the KRC20 thing came out. The news came out, and now you got people saying stupid stuff like it's going 300x. Once again, if somebody's telling you something's going 300x, let me put it this way. If they saying it's going 300x, it's probably going 100x. So I don't even think Casper's going to do that. But always know that they got to set it high because that's what creates the FOMO. Because what happens is, let me say it this way. If a token is at $1 and I tell you, and I'm holding it and I'm trying to shill it to you, if I say it's going to 300x, and when I say this statement, it's $1, that means we think it's going to go to $3 or $300. Excuse me. I know how to do math. We're saying it's going to go to $300. Therefore, So there's going to be some people to get in at the dollar, right? And they're going to say, oh man, I got in at a dollar. I'm going 300x this because blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah said it's going to 300x. So I'm waiting for it to get to $300. Cool. But here's the thing, you got to overshoot. So say if somebody comes in, they're like, oh man, I came in late, man. It was at $1. It's at $5 now. You know what? Maybe it's still not so bad because they said it was getting to $300. So I'm gonna still get a 60x out of this. I guess I will buy in. So they set that super high target. So no matter what, people always gonna be FOMOing in. It's gonna be another person come in at $10 and they be like, it's at $10 now. It's cool. It's a low risk investment. I'll still get a 30x. And it's all games. This is all mind manipulation games. Anyway, so what I will say is in the short term, so y'all won't think I'm just being all negative. I mean, it's probably gonna pump gas, but it did a little. That's still small to me. It's like a little 15% pump it did, because just like Ethereum or Solana tokens or whatever, you for these tokens you do have to buy Casper to get the meme coins. Smart contracts. Not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's bad tech or anything. Pretty decent tech or whatever. But I wish they would stop saying like it was the next coming to Bitcoin and it's better than Bitcoin, because no, it's not. And then the trade fi and the other people not going to accept it is that no matter how they talk, but it's proof of work and it's faster and it's gonna okay, you can sell that dream if you want to, but what I will say is people do have to buy the token if they want to get in the meme tokens or whatever. But at the same time, just like when Solana or Base started popping off and they start having the meme coin craze, you got to realize off rip, don't be stupid. A lot of them gonna be scams or whatever. So you got to find the ones. Right now, it's like 4 or 5. I will say, I mean, they two or three of them look decent or whatever. So I mean, if that's the game you want to play, you gotta see how this is all gonna flow or whatever. I would say don't do the pre-sale crap. If anybody starts running like a pre-sale thing, because none of these tokens have launched yet, for what I know, from what I know. So if any of them present themselves as like, pre don't do the pre-sale thing. If they do a pre-sale, let the sucker launch. It's gonna run up. The pre-sale investors either going to get rugged or maybe they make some X's or whatever. But regardless, the people who get in the pre-sale are going to sell off the tokens. It's going to drop back down. You have a chance to get in early. But I saw a lot of people speculating. And nobody knows if this is true or not, me or them. If these are not necessarily going to launch like a Ethereum or a Solana or a whatever kind of token will launch. Some people think they're going to launch at higher valuations. I don't know. Just do your regular meme math. You know what I'm saying? Do your research. Do your research. My throat cracking. Do your research and make sure it's not any scammers or whatever. What I will say, this is going to be a whole new group of people. Let me slow this statement down. The people who are making these tokens are going to be a whole new group of people, and it's going to be two groups of people. I'm trying to say this slowly. Number one, because a lot of you guys don't follow a lot of Twitter influencers, crypto influencers, meme token people or whatever. That's in the regulars, like the Ethereums, the Solanas, and Base and stuff like that. So I already know this from months and months of looking at their chats, that these Ethereum meme coin people and Solana meme coin people and the Base meme coin and Avalanche meme coin people, a lot of them do not even like the Casper people, right? Because I'll say this, I said this before, a lot of the same people that push Casper, not saying Casper is a scam or whatever, but it's whatever. But a lot of people that push Casper, I want to name some names, but I'm not. They push a lot of other scam fake projects, because after the Casper did the whole fair launch thing, and that was the whole fair launch craze, and which made a lot of people FOMO into Casper, they started making a whole lot of fake fair launch plays or whatever. So a lot of they tried to follow the Casper wave and was like, hey man, we're gonna make the next Casper. We just gonna say it's fair launch, and a lot of them been doing horrible and they just trash projects anyway. So a lot of those scammers, and they're scammers themselves, and Ethereum meme coins and Solana meme coins, they're scammers themselves. But they mad at the other scammers for getting over on some of the other plays that they made up. So they don't really jail or whatever. So what I'm saying is, you're going to have some legit Casper meme coins that's going to pump, and I think they're going to do well. Like I said, I'm never going to just like, those idiots just they just fud stuff just because they didn't invest in it and like it. That's not who I am. I just try to tell people that Casper's not going to do the numbers that people say it is. So I'm pretty sure some of these Casper meme coins are going to do well. But you got to pick the right ones, because you got to realize there's these a whole new set of scammers over here in the Casper universe. So you got to pick out the ones that are that's going to do well. If you have been in the Casper universe, you can't just buy a token and just be like, I'm holding Casper and I'm bullish on it. It's going to go crazy. You should have been studying the ecosystem to find out who the Casper good people, who the Casper bad people. So the second set of people is what I'm saying. These people who are mad that some of the people that's in the Casper ecosystem, they made up some fake projects. Trust and believe that those Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche based scammers are going to come over to Casper, and they're going to start creating meme tokens too. And so you just got to pick out which ones are going to be the scams or not. So yeah, it's going to be bullish for Casper having the smart contracts or whatever, but it's still too high for me. 4 billion or whatever. I mean, to me it was high at $1 billion. I was like, all right, whatever. But because I just can't take that risk. Oh, and the last thing I'm gonna say that I've said before, here's the thing that I don't think people are taking into account. Yeah, Casper's got this crazy cult-like community. Yeah, they push Casper, blah blah blah. You got a lot of people shielding it. But as I keep trying to tell people, this is for my plays, your plays, anybody else plays. Once that cycle starts, yeah, the cycle's gonna get hot. A lot of money's gonna flow into it. But as people are already figuring out now, they're rotating quickly out of stuff. Like they're like, all right, it ran to blah blah blah. I'm gonna rotate to something else. So this is for some of the plays that I like, some of the plays that I talked about. It doesn't matter who plays it is. I keep saying this. I've been saying it for months. All of these tokens cannot be 80 and $100 billion. There's gonna be some of them, but I see people y'all just putting out too many tokens. There's gonna be at 100 billion circulating or valuation or whatever. It's not going to happen. There's too many projects. There's too much saturation in the market. And as I say, if I am wrong in any type of way, I'm only going to be wrong in a good way. That means the projects that I got that are lower valuations are going to do bigger numbers than I thought they were going to do, and I'm still make more money than these people. So at the same time, it's not about whether I'm getting Casper, how far Casper runs. No matter where it runs, I can bet my bottom dollar on it. I'm going to still make more money than these people. So that's all I care about is being in the best performing tokens. And when I say the best performing tokens, I mean the most X's, not the highest market cap, because Bitcoin has the highest market cap. But because it's the most bullish cryptocurrency and it's the biggest cryptocurrency and the most people are in it, does that mean those people are going to make more money than me? No, they're not, because at a bullish case scenario, at a bullish case to me, Bitcoin does a 6-7x from here. You think I'm about to hold Bitcoin for a 6-7x? You've lost your mind. I'm not about to hold that crap for no 6-7x. I will buy it later because it is a hedge against inflation and I can hold my value in it and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the cycle, I will. But if you think I'm gonna be upset or jealous of people if Casper runs and goes to a high market cap, no, bro, I'm not, because you still not gonna make as many X's as me. So I don't care. You will not overperform me. All I care about is overperforming other people in the market. So yes, KRC20 will be bullish for them. You can make some money off the meme coins, but you got to do your research. You gotta be digging now and seeing who's the good people in there. Make sure you're not getting scammed or whatever. You need to check out. Whatever things, because I don't know if I don't follow them. I don't know if they run on Dex Screen or whatever, but whatever their screeners are, what is like Bird's Eye, whatever their Dex tools, their Dex screener is, whatever, make sure the liquidity is locked. Make sure there's enough liquidity, something that enough people don't even talk about, that you want to make sure a meme coin, if the market cap is 10 million, you need to have at least 1 million liquidity. I would say decent liquidity is around 10% to 25% or whatever the market cap is, because I don't think people realize that the liquidity will not match the market cap 1-to-1. That's not how that works. So that's why you're going to have some winners and some losses or whatever. But for these idiots that's trying to tell you that Casper's about to do these crazy numbers, I'm telling you, they're straight scammers, man. Like, don't listen to these idiots. Some of y'all following a lot of people in crypto that don't know what they're talking about, but it's going to be up to you, but you're going to find out when it's too late or whatever. So if Casper goes to 80 billion, that's a 20x. I'm not here for that, y'all. And like I said, it's going to be oversaturation. That community is really going to be pushing it. I would say Casper's like a meme coin or whatever. And just look at, I would say people say that's bullish, but say if you want to look at it in that bullish mindset, look at the meme coins, see where they're going to or whatever, you know. So you got 80 billion from here, which is not even really a 20x. It's like a 19.6x or whatever. Not here for that, y'all. So, you know, I keep telling y'all, these influencers, they only pushing Casper to bring people to their channel. They don't give a crap about you. They don't care if you make money or not. They just care about it filling their bags up. So get with people who cares about if you make money, not if just they make money. And I will say, like I said, if you want to say it's arrogant or whatever, I actually care about the people that's in my group, and I care about if they make money. I'm not trying to make money off the people in my group and stuff. And so a lot of these people just got the whole Casper facade on, you know, to say like, oh, I was, you know, the one that told you about Casper or whatever. Who cares? Hoopla, hoopla, whatever. And these are the same people that's shilling people on meme coins is at 200 million and 500 million market cap. Like, this is the dumbest thing I ever heard of. I would not be following anybody if you can only tell me about a meme coin once it's over $100 million. Like, I can't make any money there. Like, what's the point? But anyway, I went on that whole tangent. Hopefully you heard that with clear ears, that I'm not just trying to be like super negative. I'm just trying to give you some realism here and not just be super euphoric. And I don't want you to be, yeah, I don't want you to be dumb money. Even though, you know, it's a good thing, but whatever. So yeah, I'll say again, yes, you can make some money when the meme coins haven't launched yet. So go do your research or whatever. I actually already know all of them really. I actually, I'll be honest, I think I got all of them pulled up on my screen right now. So I'll talk about some of them. It's kind of known. This is really not alpha. I got a lot of stuff on here I didn't talk about. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna tell you the ones that I looked at that I kind of like. I probably still won't get into them, but I mean, I got other stuff in there. And was it right? He was saying he didn't like. I think the little guy. I think he's a dope looking guy, but I do need to go look at the. I do need to go look at the like see who's pushing it or whatever, because I tell you, it's a lot of scammers over in the Casper verse. So just like Ethereum, but you got to know the right ones. But I saw this one, this the Castor one, which is the little squirrel. Some people think it is not going to do well. I don't know why. They should have made the cat one look better. They should have made the cat look ugly as crap. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if he's just supposed to be like a super warrior or whatever. But anyway, that's Casper Cats. That joint. What's this other one? Casper the Ghost. That's kind of dope. Hopefully they don't rug. I think these ones are pretty dope. Hopefully they don't rug them. You know, I see a lot of people, like you see when people do stuff. They make the Solana meme coins, and it's a good idea, but they decide to rug it like at 1 million market cap. You got some dumb people in crypto, because some of these are good narratives. I was thinking, to be honest, even though I've never been on the Casper bandwagon, I was thinking about this like last year. I was like, I think if they do anything around Casper the Ghost, that's gonna be dope. So you got that joint, and what's the other one? They tried to do like the Pepe on Casper, whatever. I know people trying to do it on every chain. I don't know how to feel about that one, but those three are pretty. Those three are pretty. They look pretty cold. I like the artwork. The We're gonna see how the cat plays out, because he's not a cute cat at all. He's not. He's a rough looking joker. He looked like an alley cat. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll tell you, I keep up with everything in the space, man. I don't think nobody keeps up with stuff in the space like I do. Because the thing is, I have to dig for my information and find it on my own. So I'm always up on what's going on. We'll see how the stuff plays out or whatever. Um, if there's money to be made on the meme coins, and if I can tell that it's not, these people are not scamming, then we gonna do what it do or whatever. But yeah, dang, that was just the first comment I talked about. Let's get to the next ones. My bad, y'all. The Blackmore fan said, I think that's what I said the last time we talked about. This is a partnership. This is a partnership of some type. Oh, are you referring to the H bar thing, or are you talking about the Keith Gill? The whole thing with him having the 116 million. I think that's what you probably was talking about, but you can reiterate if you want. Crypto Russ said, I take great joy in hearing old money has their panties in a bunch because the schemes are getting ran on them. Yeah, man, it's 2024. I'm surprised they ran some of these schemes up to this long. I mean, I feel like it should have stopped in 2008 or somewhere, but the internet was still just really kind of popping. YouTube was still kind of coming up. Well, what was YouTube? YouTube was 2009. Was it 2009? I can't remember what year it was, but internet was still popping. So yeah, but they can't get away from these games anymore. Blackmore fam said Keith Gill. Yeah, I'm not mad at him. He's making moves. Yeah, man. They do the same. It's the same exact thing they do, and they trying to all of a sudden it's market manipulation when somebody else do it. Did you y'all love X about Shingari? I'm not. I haven't looked at the updates. I just don't like the way they did stuff last cycle, man. I was here last cycle when they launched or whatever, and it was supposed to be like the biggest at the time when they first launched. The whole thing was they were supposed to be the biggest social token in India, and because India had a huge population, they was going to like onboard everybody. Um, it was that's what it was last cycle. What are they pushing this cycle? Same, it's literally the same thing. Yeah, world's biggest social community. It didn't go as well last cycle. I don't know. Maybe they got some new developments and stuff they're gonna do, but I don't like the way they did stuff last cycle. I won't even get into that all that, but I'm just not that bullish on Shingari. And I don't even think they even call themselves Shingari anymore. I think they just is it just Gari now? Like I said, I mean I'm not trying to be a know-it-all, but I've been around a while. I know a lot of these projects, man. I just I watched them play out. Like somebody was talking about Satima. Man, I remember the day that joint launched. It was a Sunday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. and they rugged that sucker and like they had a whole like this is before meme coins was big as it was now, and you really only had a few, and they did this whole campaign building up to the launch, and you just thought it was about to be legit and it was gonna moon or whatever. And like I told them, I should have known it was the devil because they launched it on a Sunday when everybody should have been in church. But they went ahead and launched on Sunday and they rugged the hell out of that joint. It was crazy. But I don't know. That's how I kind of feel about Shingari. Even though I like Solana and all that, I don't mess with them. Or Gari. Is it not Shingari anymore? Is it Gari? Let me see. I just looked at it, but hold on. They changed the name. See, that's nothing. I'm like, why you change the name? You trying to hide? You trying to hide? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to make us forget what you did last cycle? I remember though. Oh yeah. Oh no, it says Shingari, IN or whatever. I don't mess with Shingari. I don't look at that. Look at that. Let me pull up the chart, y'all. Y'all look at this chart. Yeah, I know it was the end of the cycle and all that, but it was messed up. Look at that straight line. That straight line down, man. Look at that. I don't mess with them, man. You can mess with Gari since they want to call themselves by their nickname now. Like man, they just call themselves Gari. You can do it if you want, but I don't mess with them. What we got here? I got introduced to crypto via the Casper community, and I cannot tell you the amount of people who claim to have tens of thousands of dollars of Casper and it's their only hold. Man, that's the stupidest thing I see. I see a lot of these dummies telling people it should be 90% of your portfolio. It's the dumbest mess I've ever heard in my life. I don't care how much. Solana's not even 90% of my portfolio. I mean, even people who are in Bitcoin, they tell you 50%. Y'all fall. These people are scammers, man. Y'all gonna learn when it's too late. These people gonna learn when it's too late. It feels good because you're like, oh, the community's big. We got a big community, so that means it's going. Whatever, man. All right, y'all can have that, man. I don't know what to tell them, man. Y'all can do what you want to do. And so I know it's at 4 billion now, and they're gonna be thinking it's a brag when they. Yeah, listen, though. Listen, y'all, I'm be honest. So the joint might get to like 40 billion or whatever, and then around that time they're gonna be like, remember Crypto Zoe told you that Casper was bro, it's a 10x, bro. I can get that in the hot 2 seconds, bro. A 10x. Matter of fact, we just got didn't we just get a 10x like in a week or two? Like they gonna come back. I'm sorry, man. It's just it's comedy, man. It's comedy. They can trick the new people, man. They can I feel sorry for the people because I feel like people should be making money in this market, but people telling you the people who telling you the whole 80 and 90% of Casper, number one, as I say, they don't hold it themselves and they just saying that to bring people to their channel. They don't hold it all, or two, they do hold it and they trying to get you to be an idiot and buy a big bag of Casper so you fill their bags. These people don't care about you, man. And it's just really sad. I don't know. It's just sad, man. It's real sad. Um, anyway, Hazel, Dermot, you keep coming over here talking about wolf. I told you I don't know which one you talking about because there's too many of the tokens. There's too many of those wolf tokens out, and a lot of people there was you said that one has listings, but you probably got to send me a link or whatever, man. But I mean, I'm not phased by that. I mean, I've got some of those myself, man. I got plenty of tokens that I got in like below 4 million that run, but you can't. You can't be in every. I can't be in every meme coin. I can't be in every token. So I mean, congratulations on you. I know you're saying I faded or whatever, but I'm not. I'm not buying a meme token at $70 million, man. That's not for me. That's why I was saying people even shilling meme coins over $100 million right now as if they're giving people alpha. I would never do that to my group. Even if they, shill 100 million and does a 5 or 7x. That's not what I'm here to give my group, man. I'm not here to give my group no 7 and 10x, man. We trying to make some serious money. So, but congratulations to you. I do remember you mentioned it on the channel or whatever, but I didn't even know which one you're talking about because there's literally like 7 to 9 of them, and so I know people was pushing it or whatever. But anyway, congrats, man. I mean, I don't know. We got some ourselves, so hopefully a lot more of y'all got into the one I've been trying to tell you guys about lately. That sucker started flying, and I think it's gonna be one of the biggest one. Actually, we got two that's gonna be I feel like gonna be some of the biggest tokens. Yeah, we had like two. Do we? Where's the other joint at? It's not. I know one just did a hot run. Two, actually, we had two that just did a hot run. Anyway, you should get into Patreon, my guy. You should get Dermish. You would have more to be excited about. I'll say that. But in the meantime, as before I get to these rest of these comments and questions and concerns, if you do want to join the Patreon, it's at patreon.com/cryptozo. Get in some of these picks early that some people are talking about, some of them nobody is talking about. So we trying to get in early. And we had two, it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, and y'all came to me like, hey, I saw blah 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 talking about this token. Then they came again. Hey, I saw blah 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 talking about this token. We had three of them. And I know, like I said, I know, listen, y'all think I don't know. I know y'all be sitting on the sideline like, man, Zoe told me about this token that ain't moving. This one bleeding. I wonder, does he know what he's talking about? And then I keep saying to y'all, I'm trying to get y'all in early before people start talking about them. So we had three yesterday that people started talking about. And you're like, hey, and the tone y'all say it in, y'all be like, y'all wasn't sure. I know y'all wasn't sure. I know it. It's all good. I'm not gonna be offended. But yeah, we trying to get in there early before people start talking about them or whatever. So, and all three of them's gonna be real hot. I think real hot. RRR said, I think Nacho the cat will be the best meal. Oh, I didn't hear about that one. Nacho. Yeah, like I said, just do your research, man. I tell people all the time, I got multiple Twitters that I have, and I go across them and look at who the different people are pushing the tokens or whatever. And excuse me, maybe some of y'all don't have that luxury, but I would tell somebody, if you want to be in crypto, that's something you should start just collecting people who have influence and then seeing what type of influence they have. See if the stuff they push, if there's scammer pumping dumps or whatever. Because actually, I saw one yesterday that somebody was pushing, and so every once in a while, I'm not gonna lie, I had an inch of FOMO. I almost wanted to get into it, but I was like, take your time, go look at their page, see what they talk about in the past. And in the past, they had promoted a rug or whatever, something that rug, and it was like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I think it's a good narrative. I think it could run, but I said I'm gonna leave it alone because they had a rug in the past, and I think it ended up rugging. And so sometimes you just can't FOMO into everything. Sometimes you're gonna miss some, and it just is what it is. And let me say this too. This is an important thing. I realize okay, I'm going to tangent for. I realize multiple things here. I realize I've been in crypto longer than a lot of you guys, and that's not to be condescending. Two, I realize even from my talking on my stream yesterday, I've been through a lot in my life, y'all. And going through those things, they either pissed me off or made me sad. But what I didn't realize is they was really building my character and building patience and discipline in me. So sometimes I talk loosely about discipline, and it doesn't mean I'm better than y'all. That's not what I'm trying to say. But some you just, you want gains immediately, and you want certain stuff. So I have discipline. And so one of the bags it was a gaming pick, and people in the group was asking about it last night. And mind you, I was asleep when I was talking to y'all. The people I talked to y'all at the end of last night, I was half asleep. So I even looked back at some of the stuff I said, and I mean it, but I was like, man, I said it like that. But anyway, it's this gaming pick that I got in early in the bear market, and I let it run up. I caught it at the very bottom, and I let it run up, And so I said last night, I said I'm gonna, let it go and do a 2x from here, and then I'm gonna probably be out of that bag. So I call that's like one of my discipline bags. It's a big bag. I got in early, but the discipline is like a little treat on the side. Say if it does a 2 or 3x from here, and some of y'all are saying, man, I still think he's got a 10, 20, 50, 100x in there. I see a lot of people saying that. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I just feel like I got better plays that I can be more assured that they'll get to a possible 50 or 100x. But I call that my discipline bag because it's like it went up to a certain point at the height of the market, or at its height, and then it's retraced probably 50%. And so I'm looking at that bag as, it's like a treat on the side. If it goes back up to 2x, it's a big bag that I can put into other plays that I can make more money on. And sometimes you have to have that discipline in crypto and not be like, oh man, I should have sold it at the top or whatever, or I should sell it now. I do believe it's going to go back and do the 2x back to where it was at the height. And then I'll probably, yeah, I know it probably could still go. A lot of people are shilling it, but at the same time, I believe the people that were shilling it, the people who are in the know and the people who are not in the know, both were just shilling it as a bear market play or whatever. I don't like the developments. It could continue to develop, but I feel like there's more bullish projects. But anyway, that's my discipline bag. It's a big bag. I rolled up from the bottom, and I was like, hey, if I sell it here, if I sell it there, I'll have cash on the side to buy some other plays. So I'm just sitting. It's just sitting there, and I'll just watch what it does, and we'll see what happens or whatever. Why did I say that? I don't know. Just take it for game. Speaking of EA, oh hey, what's up, man? EA said game is game. Yeah, y'all got to recognize the game that's being played, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. I promise y'all, a lot of these people that's talking about Casper do not hold it at all. They just trying to pull subscribers into their channel or pull people onto their Twitter page. So you got to recognize y'all find out the honest ones. Some of y'all think I'm honest now, but you'll know I'm honest later because right now you're only speculating that crypto's maybe a good guy. You'll see, and then you probably speculate, hey, are these plays good? You'll eventually find out. Like I said, we had three in one day, surprisingly, that y'all was like, oh, these bigger people are talking about it. I was like, yeah, I mean, I try to do my research before I push stuff to y'all and just make sure we in as early as possible. And we, even if we buy the price and it dips lower, start trying to DCA into it and get it lower. If you're not sure if you should continue to DCA, then you can ask me in the group, like, are you still DCAing in this? Some of these bags, I already got the bag that I'm gonna hold and I'm gonna see what it's gonna do. Some of the other ones, I might, you can say maybe I'm a little bit more bullish on. I'm gonna continue to DCA or whatever. But I'm just trying to make sure as best I can that we getting in good plays and making money. Lauren, what's up? Said hit the like button, guys. Yeah, do that, do that, do that, do that. Ashwin said I'm holding Casper and getting my bags up every month. I think it's here to stay. Hey, you haven't been here long enough, man. And that's another thing. People saying it's here to stay and I'm gonna hold it to next cycle. Don't do that stupidity. Don't do that. It's one of the dumbest things you can do. You should be selling at the height of Casper or the market. I would say if I were to give people a price target on Casper, for one, you can hold what you see as uh, a low risk play. If you think Casper is a low risk play, you can hold it for that. And it does have a big community. They got a crazy community that's bullish for them. But if it were me, to be honest, I wouldn't hold Casper past 30 billion. I would not hold Casper past 30 billion if it were me, because number one, let's put that in perspective. Let's call it 32. It's at 4 billion right now. Let's call it 32 billion. You sell it 32 billion. That's 8x from here, right? You've been holding for a while. You get your 8x. But at this point, let's. I see people saying stupid stuff like a trillion. Casper going to get to a trillion. It's going to get to 500 billion. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Let's say if Casper goes to 200 billion, right? 200 billion. All right. So it's at 4 billion now. And so your mind is telling you what I said. What else? I forgot the number I just said. 200 billion. So um, what do you say? Oh, okay. So say it's at 4 billion now, and let's say it goes to 200 billion. Crazy bullish. All right. So that's a 40x. But once again, you talking about like a 40x probably at the top of the cycle, which means you got to sell at the right time. If you don't sell at the right time and everybody's selling at the same time, you're gonna get dumped on. You're gonna miss there's not enough liquidity, whatever. Right. So that's why I said I would sell it at 30, 32 billion. You made it 8x. All right. And at that time it's at 32 billion. So 200, 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 2 200 divided by 30, let's say that it's around, only thing you're gonna miss is like what, a six and a half x if it goes to 200 billion. Listen to me, which is bullish. That's a big target. I don't think it's getting it, but if it does, so only thing you missing is a 6x. No, chill. Don't wait the whole cycle. Take it out at 30 billion or whatever, and then put it in some other stuff that could at least run 10x. Like, why would you continue holding? Y'all gonna learn how to play this game, but you say you you probably think it's long term because that's what everybody's pushing or whatever. I do know. Okay, the founder's good. It's got smart contracts. It's block dag. It's proof of work. Blah blah blah. But you better trust and believe they're gonna dump that crap on your head. If you hold this thing, you think you're gonna hold it through the bear market. I don't know how new you are, but not financial advice, man. I think I just presented a great scenario for you. I just gave it a bullish case scenario of 200 billion, which I don't think is going to reach, much less this 500 billion and $1 trillion that these people are trying to push. If it reaches 200 billion, I gave you a scenario, what I would do. 32 billion, you made an 8x from here. Or if you got in earlier, probably made more or whatever. I would sell it around 30 billion, get the crap out of there, and go find another play that you can make some more X's on. That's just my take on it. You can do what you want to do, though. I'm just a new guy on YouTube. So, yeah. Dermot said the community have 4 million in treasury. I guess Gate and OKX next. It still has a 5x. Which one are you talking about? Are you still talking about Gary? I don't. You got to read it. Tell me which one you're talking about. Uh, EA stupid. Man, you stupid, bro. EA said F Casper. Oh, Dot is better. Yeah, I've been seeing the developments on Dot though. I really have. I was fading it too, but yeah, I've been seeing the developments over there. Even like I said, I was talking about the whole TikTok thing. If TikTok goes on Polkadot, that'd be dope for them. I'm trying to spend more time like looking in there. But I know I've been talking to you and Jay late. I be researching. When I research, I be researching. Like that, even the play I was telling the group to get in, and some of y'all got in it, but that thing started flying. But that's a lot of stuff I want to get into, but I really try to make sure I do my research. And I say this to my group and on stream. I don't think y'all realize how much time it takes, and um, a lot of times I can't even talk to the group as much as I want to, or sometimes I feel I even like beat myself up. Sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like I should have got more research done today, but my head be hurting, man. Matter of fact, I need to start drinking my water better. It helps my brain. But anyway, I do want to spend more time researching what's going on over there. Maybe, hey man, we help each other out, man. So that's why we saying about the old boy who was stealing from me. That they try to act like he wasn't. I'm cool with like I'm completely cool with talking to other YouTubers and we working together and researching together. But you're not just gonna come in my group and start stealing stuff and acting like it's your research. We're not about to do that. But yeah, we bounce stuff off each other, whatever. EA said Tia is better. Yeah, I don't think people see the thing is people thought Celestia was just the hype because of the airdrops. But Celestia gonna come back crazy. Everybody's using Celestia. They gonna see, man. Celestia is definitely dope, man. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a much lower market cap than Casper right now. Whatever. Because like I keep telling people, the smart projects, whether it's the big projects, the gaming projects, AI projects, the smart ones are not trying to pump their tokens right now because they want it to be at an attractive evaluation for when new people come in the market. Therefore, you just have a parabolic pump that just goes straight up. So people will find out, man. They'll find out. And I don't even try to shield Celestia to people now. I realize it's a little bit later. I got in at like $2 or whatever, but I try to push stuff to my group where they can make money off. But they'll find out. They'll find out because the thing is, Casper can use Celestia as well, so they're gonna find out. Faith and Chaos said every single Patreon group I've been in are Casper Maxis. Felt like they were just shilling their bags as they got in very early. If it runs, they will be happy for them, but made me not invest. Yeah, that's what a lot of them are doing. Like I said, a lot of them got in early, and like I keep saying, some of them are not even in Casper. They just know it brings subscribers to their channel. They don't care about people, man. My mother didn't raise me like that. I've always had a big heart for people, and like I said, I feel better and I sleep better at night. They think they sleeping good now because they scamming people out of money, but in the long term, it doesn't feel good, man. As he threw the thumbs, I don't even know what that was about. As he threw the thumbs up, though. Um, uh, EA said Casper dead, not hitting 200 billion. If any all hit 200 billion, it's either link or soul. Like I said, I just try to. I'm just because they think I'm just Mr. Negative Casper. I try to create a bullish case scenario. I gave you 200 billion, and I told the person who was that asked that question. I said, hey, yeah, I feel like with their community and they got smart contracts and then the meme coins and stuff, they can get to. I feel like they definitely gonna cross 30 billion. Um, and if the meme coins help them and they can push those and they don't have a lot of rugs or whatever, like I'm really just trying to get realism here. I'm not trying to be bearish. Like realism, if they have all those things together, I could see Casper probably getting to 80 billion. But still, like I said, that's roughly a 19.7, 19.6. That's not even a clean 20x. And I feel like I can get that other places easier. But um, you know. And like I said, I don't. Once I get, if I get in a bag early, even if it is lower, my group knows this. Like even some of the ones, like I mean, I talked about in chat, like neon. Yeah, I barely even talk about neon to people because I don't be trying to shield stuff to people that I know I got a big bag of. It just kind of feels wrong or whatever. But I gave them a bullish case. I gave them 200 billion, and I mean, people can do with that what they want, man. They can do what they want. Elohim said, Hazel, I think English YouTube Patreon members out of yeah, they not rug pulled it, but they definitely use their group as extra liquidity. I don't know when these people gonna find out that these people don't care about them. I can't save everybody. My name ain't Superman. But listen, like I tell you guys, if you want to join the Patreon and get in the Patreon, like I said, I actually care about my members. We got some plays that's doing very well right now. I'm actually excited to pull up my portfolio when I get off stream because I had one that just I think is about to tear down the walls. Like it's looking good. It's looking real good. We actually I'm talking about in the short term. I think we got two that's about to blow. Um, They are meme tokens. Yeah. So before I wasn't telling y'all about my memes, but if you go back and look at my track record, like I put them in the group. They were just in the channel or whatever. And I wasn't talking about them to the group, but they perform well themselves. They've been in there for months. And I had it in there for the people that want to get in memes, but I don't want people to gamble all their money away on memes. But now we do talk about them more because it is like a pretty big narrative and it's here to stay. But we got two hot ones. And I mean them suckers hot. So I'm excited. Anyway, if you want to get in Patreon, patreon.com/cryptozoe. Man, boy, second long stream in a row. My bad, y'all. But if y'all here to listen, I'm here to answer your questions and talk about this stuff. But anyway, patreon.com/cryptozoe, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.